Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you guys are. I hope you're having a really good day. It is Monday, it's not Sunday. Normally we stream on Sundays. Today we're streaming on a Monday. And first of all, I want to apologize if this camera, the face camera, has green flashes on it. I don't know what's causing it. I think there's an issue with the camera. I'm probably going to have to buy another one, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Kordos got first with hi at Jae Prototypist. Hey man, good to see you. Anaki's here as well. He says, hi Jay, hope you had a good weekend. The week needs to hurry up out of the way so Saturday can come faster. Yeah, so for those that you don't know, this Saturday Prototypist is having an open day here at the workshop. So I'm really looking forward to sharing the workspace with people. People can come see what we do. We can show them. We can give them away some stuff. They can try out some of my personal boards. It's going to be a nice day. We'll have free coffee on. I've roped a local coffee van into attending, and he's going to give everyone free coffee for the day. So it's just going to be a really nice day. Hugo, thank you very much for being here as well. Vintage Kish, hey man, good to see you. Joshio, hey dude, thank you very much for being here, man. Icy Keeps, hey, good to see you as well. Impulse is here saying hi. Future says evening all. And Vintage Kiss asks, is Mel set up with the GoPro? I don't think we're going to do a GoPro for Mel. Like, that was a bit of a joke, but I think what we might do is have like a tasty. Well, tasty tuna mango. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a setup where there's going to be a camera that's going to be on Discord.
Tasty.
Oxy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. We're going to have like a camera set up in Discord. It'll be like muted, but it'll be in a voice chat so people can go and join if they want to do. We'll just grab the iPad and post it somewhere high and you can watch it. Incredible. Thank you so much, Skettle, for the follow. I appreciate that. Oxy said, evening Jay and chat, Peepo love. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate it. And Tuna Mango, welcome to the team. Welcome to being a prototyper. You can now access, if you're on Discord, you can now access the secret Twitch subs only channel where sometimes I give away things that other people don't get to see. So yeah. Welcome. Keywalk says, evening J Prototypist, hope you have a good start to the weekend. I am, dude. Yeah, it's super busy. We've got a lot planned for this week, but hopefully we'll get through it. Skell says, hey, the guy who spilled his drink in here. Oh, are you the guy with the desk mat and you wanted another desk mat? Nice. Thank you very much for being here, man.
Tasty.
Skittles, Storsner says, did you win Destiny? No, we spent 14 hours playing Destiny 2 over the weekend. I can't remember what the days were now. I think it launched on Saturday evening. We spent 14 hours straight playing it with like only 5 or 10 minute breaks here and there. We did really well. I thought for a team that had never played together before, we did quite well. We got to the second kind of encounter and we did finish it, but then there was a glitch that just didn't allow us to progress. We weren't the only people to be hit with the glitch, but we just couldn't progress. And then we had to redo it, but we just couldn't redo it. After 14 hours, we were just too tired. We did try to regroup later on the same day, but it just didn't happen because some people were just too tired and needed a break and whatever else. So yeah, that's the longest gaming session I've had in a long time. It was tons of fun. I made some great friends and I had a whale of a time, but we didn't finish it. No, we were not some of the people who finished it. That being said, I have got some other people who I'm going to do the raid with this week and we will get through it. And that's going to happen. Like, before people come and see me on Saturday, I will have completed the new Destiny raid. So there we go. Andromeda Keeps subscribes for 5 months. Wow. Evening all. Hope you're having a great evening. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Tasty.
Is the galaxy a heart or an onion? You tell me. It was supposed to be a heart, but it didn't really go very well. So it can be whatever you want it to be. MSA's here as well. I wrote a new one. I went with the white waves. Nice. I think we're shipping all weekend orders out tomorrow, I think. Hey MSA, thanks for being here. One King Alero subscribed for 2 months. 2 months now. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Unusual here as well. Arcana or a bow. Yeah, it could be a bow. RDXXN, thank you so much for 2 months of subs as well. He says, hello Jay. Tube enters camera issues. Yeah, this camera is playing up. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm not sure if it's capture card or camera. It's not doing with the overhead cam, and they're both the same camera. Just they're both Sony Alpha A6400s. We've got two of them. The one above is older, but it seems fine. This one, it could be a dodgy cable. We've tried replacing it. It could be a heat issue. I don't know. I just can't seem to get rid of the green flashes. I don't know what's causing them. It's just there. I'm going to buy a new camera next week, and I'm going to take this one on holiday with me because it seems fine for stills. So we'll see. We'll see.
Tasty.
How is my evening going? It's going well. It's been a busy couple of weeks, so I'm sorry I haven't streamed any time recently, but we're here now and we're going to build a Pandora 60 and we're going to unbox a couple of keyboards as well. So lots to show and share with you. UKP says, good evening, long time no stream. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. We're back. I'll be streaming this week, hopefully a couple of times, and then I'll need to take a break at the end of the month, the 25th of March until the 9th of April. I'm not in the country. I'm out of the country on vacation, so there won't be any streams in that time, but we will stream quite a bit before, and obviously when I get back we'll do more streams as well. Sifane says, oh no, you're into Destiny 2. I am hugely into Destiny 2. I've been a massive fan of, well, just Destiny in general since it came out in 2014. That was weird. I couldn't send messages in chat on mobile, but switched to desktop and it works. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? There you go. I don't know. Did I receive the coffee yet? What coffee? What coffee is that?
Tasty.
What coffee is that? I wish these green flashes would stop. They're really frustrating me. What colour Dora? It's blackout Pandora. So Cube made it purely for me as a blackout version. It's only happening very rarely, so it's fine. The more I look, the more it happens. Let me turn the heating off, see if it's a heating issue. Okay, the heating's not on. It's not a heating issue. Is there a battery on power line? It's on power line, Keywalk. So both of the cameras are exactly the same. They have the same cable plugged into the same
tasty.
port in the back of my PC, the same capture card. They have the same camera with the same lens with the same power supply, just plugged into different plug sockets. So they are identical setup in every single way. Even the firmware version number, the color settings, the capture settings, everything is identical.
Incredible.
This one just seems to have an issue with the green flashes, and I don't know what's causing it. I don't know what's causing it. What's the thing in the bottom right? It looks like 3D. It is a 3D printer. It has just finished printing a case for my Kaz keyboard. So normally we have them running, but I forgot to take that apart and reset it running, so it's just there. I'm afraid it's not running today. I usually have 2 running, but I need to fix the other one. I had an issue with my A600 running on power line, getting intermittent power, which caused flashes when I was doing all my macro photos. Oh, interesting. I wonder if it is a power issue. Let me see. The power cable was quite tight. I've given it a little bit of slack. Maybe that'll fix it. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Have I played Elden Ring? I haven't played Elden Ring yet. No, I do want to play Elden Ring. I know I'm getting my tax return now to scour the aftermarket for an ISO Alice Keeb. There's very few ISO Alice Keebs. There's very few because the shape of the Alice layout, you can't actually put an ISO enter on there because it kind of steps it in where the enter keys go. So the only ones I know of are the FLX Virgo, which is about $2,500 on aftermarket. And Seb did a split one a few years ago in acrylic, but they're the only 2 I know of. N360, thank you so much for the 2 months of subs by Prime. I appreciate that. Looking forward to the Matrix 8 XV3 group buy. Yeah, really soon. So yeah, if you're in the UK, it's fine. You just buy as normal. You pay VAT. If you're not in the UK and you're not in the EU, it's fine. You just buy as normal, no VAT. If you're in the EU and you buy, then what will happen is you will purchase it with no VAT included, and then I will send everyone who's EU an email after the group buy and give you a choice. You can either pay no VAT at that time and I will ship it normally, and then you'll pay VAT and duties when it gets imported to you, or alternatively I will charge you VAT at your country's VAT rate and I'll pay all of that VAT for you. So I'll just charge you VAT. There'll be no duty because it's a keyboard item and it's being imported to the EU, so there'll be no duty. It will literally be just the ex VAT price, the shipping cost, and then your particular country's VAT price. The reason I can't do it on the store like that is because each EU country now has a separate VAT amount, so I have to do it manually. But there we go, nice and simple.
Tasty.
Did we just become best friends? Maybe, if you play Destiny 2 as well, maybe. Rem Types, thank you so much for the Prime subscription, man. I appreciate that. Blackout, yeah, it's Blackout. I haven't really looked at it,
Tasty.
but we'll take a look. We'll take a look and see soon. Played beta and bought a PS4 for that specifically. Dude, snap! I bought a PS4 literally for Destiny, the original Destiny. It also looks like it's happening where your notifications pop up. Yeah, I think it's just the camera. I don't know what's causing. When we flip over to the other view, it'll be less less important. What am I printing right now? It was a case for my Kaz keyboard that I've been meaning to build for ages of 40%. It did finish a while back, and I just need to take it out and restart. But
incredible.
Thank you for all these notifications, guys. But so nothing's printing right now, but it will be back up and running later on today. Wait and find out. Okay, MSA, thank you. Where's my message about the JO1 auction? Jokes, of course. Congrats to the winners. Yeah, winners for the JO1 have been notified. There was only 3, so there's not many of them, but they will all be. I think everyone knows now, and everyone's confirmed that they has either paid or is about to pay. So I think we're pretty good. Elden Ring is a lot of fun. Nice. I do need to play it. I will play it at some point, but after the Destiny 2 raid. Waiting for a Nito R2. Nice.
Tasty.
Okay, this is. I'll make an ISO Alice. Yeah, let's do it. Should we just do like? Okay, should we just do like a an acrylic ISO Alice layout? Like you design the layout, I'll laser cut the files. Let's do it. We can do that. Sifane, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Snicket, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Yungar says hello. Thank you so much for the first time chat, dude. I appreciate that. Thrax says 7 months. Let's go for his 7 months of subs. Thank you, dude. 7 months is huge. UKP says they subscribed for 6 months on a 6-month streak. Says more notice. Like, yeah, it keeps going off. It keeps going off. Looks like the power didn't fix the artifacting. Yeah, I think it's the camera itself, but I don't know what the issue is. Like, it's been fine for literally years. I've had this camera for years, and it's been fine. So I don't know. Pew Pew Laser says, hey Jay and chat, glad you're still alive after the Destiny raid. Yeah, I was tired on Sunday. I had like so we started playing at 6 p.m. my time on Saturday night, and I went to bed at 9 or 10 a.m. on Sunday morning, and my wife woke me up at 12 o'clock noon and then made me go and do stuff on Sunday. So there was no chance I was streaming last night. I was in bed for like 7:30 last night. I want in on that. Yeah, okay, if Arcana designs it, I'll laser cut it. We'll do it. How am I this evening? I'm good. Just tired and still catching up from the Destiny raid. Yeah, Keyboard, if you... Keyboard, you are Kai, right? You are who I think you are, right? You are who I think you are. I think you are. If that's the case, drop me some DMs. I think you already have dropped me some DMs today. I haven't got around to looking at them today. But yeah, I'll take a look at that. Unshoshan, hey man, good to see you. I got an acrylic one maybe a half year ago, but I've been using Kaz layout for much longer. Yeah, Kaz layout is pretty fun. I want to take it on holiday with me, the Kaz, which is why I printed one. Cheap and cheerful, doesn't matter if it gets damaged, plug it into my iPad, better than taking my laptop away. Golden Ratio, hey man, good to see you.
Tasty.
Right, I was just making sure I knew who you were, Keyword. Like, you have different usernames on different platforms. That doesn't help. Daily Dose of Dave, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Right, okay. You even game on your Kaz? I don't know if I could do that, but I can write emails on it, which is all I need. That's all I need it to do, just write emails. And it's lighter and easier to take away with me than my Equinox or my TMO50. True Noma says, okay, Jay, caught up on chat now. How are you, Jay? I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for being here. End of day stream, I see. Yeah, we usually stream on Sundays at 8 p.m. Today it's a Monday, but we're streaming because I was too tired yesterday to stream. My own silly fault, staying up late playing Destiny, but hey, it was worth it, I think. No, it was 100% worth it. Right, okay. What are we going to do today? So I've got a few things I want to talk about. The first thing is Prototypist news. So news for Prototypist is the open day is on Saturday this week. If you haven't registered and you want to come, please fill out the registration form on Discord, because if you don't, you won't be able to get in, because we have to limit numbers due to fire safety here in the building. So you need to fill out that form if you want to come. There is still a few spaces left, so please do take a look at that. Go to Discord, go to announcements, and just search in the announcements for the meetup news. Just scroll up, it's like 4 or 5 messages up, dead easy to find. If you are coming, we're going to do a ton of giveaways on the day. We've got keyboards, we've got key sets, we've got hoodies, we've got all sorts of shirts, we've got all sorts of stuff we're going to give away on the day. We're going to do a bit of a tour around the workshop, show you guys how we work, what we do. We're going to do a full Q&A session with me. I'm going to have a ton of my personal boards out there, some prototypist ones, some other people's designs, of course, and just part of my collection. That's all going to be out. People can try it. You'll be able to buy things on the day. We might have some discount codes for people who attend in person. It's going to be a really good fun day. We'll have free coffee on. We might even have snacks out. We're going to make little fun things on the laser cutter for people to keep and to have a look at and stuff. So just going to be a really nice fun day. So if you're interested in dropping along and coming along, you have to be in the UK, obviously, because we're here in the UK. And you can get to Bradford on Saturday, 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. You're more than welcome to attend. Just fill out the form on Discord. In other news, the prototypist hoodies, of which I have one here. These will be back in stock tomorrow on the website. These are amazing hoodies. If you want to keep warm, these are great. The prototype is branded.
Tasty.
That's stitched in. If the camera focuses, it's properly stitched in. But these are fully fleece lined, so the black with a full fleece lining, and I mean full fleece lining. Like if we unzip it, even down the sleeves, full sleeve lining. So these will be back in stock tomorrow. We have a range of sizes, all back in stock tomorrow. We're selling them at cost. We're not trying to make money off them, literally selling them at cost, and we'll give one away at the end of the stream. So for those of you around at the end of the stream, we'll play marbles. We'll do a Grand Prix on marbles. We'll do like 3 racetracks. Whoever wins the Grand Prix, like in the total tally of points, you're going to get a hoodie, and I'm going to ship it out to you, whatever size you'd like. So we'll do that towards the end of the stream. The hoodies are awesome. The hoodies are back. Trade Bakewell Flapjack for one of the boards. I tell you what, unusual. If you come to the meetup and you bring me Bakewell Flapjack, I'll give you something for free. It won't be a keyboard, but I will trade you something of good value. Space Cables, hey man, thank you so much for the 9 months of subs. We could have had a baby in that time. Or again, like 9 months, we could have had a baby in that time together. Just so you're aware. So excited for Saturday. It's gonna be really good fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Am I getting that laser cut Destiny 2-piece? Sure, if you want that, you can have it. If you come to the open day treatment, you can have that. Oh yes, the hoodie. Yeah. They'll be in stock tomorrow. Tomorrow tea time, I think. I'd love to go to meetup. Sounds like a great time, and unfortunately very out of the way and expensive for me to get to. Hope everyone has a good time. Yeah, we're pretty central in the UK. We're literally just we're 5 minutes drive from Leeds. We're 2 minutes drive from, 10 minutes drive from Leeds, 5 minutes drive from Bradford, straight off of the motorway network, the M62. We're literally 5 minutes away from the M62 and 1 minute away from the M606, which is a link motorway to the M62. We're pretty easy to get to from everywhere in the country. You can get the train to within 10 minutes of here, and then a taxi round or the bus round. It is pretty easy to get to, but I appreciate it. Travel has costs. Rexathon, thank you so much for the subscription, man. Thank you so much. They look super soft. Those hoodies are amazing. Mel wears hers all the time in the workshop. I wear mine all the time when I'm out and about. I get too warm in it in the workshop, but when I'm out and about walking the dog, wear them all the time. They're amazing. What if I bring multiple packs of Iron Brew Millions? If you bring some of those and some 1901 Iron Brew, I'll give you something. Yeah, I'll give you something. A true prototypist by Space Collab. Yeah, man, we could work on that. We could work on that. Maybe not the child, but we could work on something like that. Meetup, any invitation? Dude, you're welcome. It's not a meetup as such. It's more of an open day for prototypists. But if you want to jump on a flight and come over, you are more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Am I planning on doing more meetups in the future? This isn't a meetup, so people can't bring their own boards. This isn't like the type of meetup that we run within MK UK, where anyone can bring their own stuff and you can try everyone's stuff. This is literally just you coming to see Prototypist, how we work as a company, and I will share some of my personal collection. I have maybe 50 or 60 boards of my personal collection out, so you can have a look and try and play around with them. So it's more of an open day than a meetup. But yeah, if it goes well and people enjoy it, we'll do one later on in the year as well. Metatron, hey man, good to see you. You know I'm coming even before it was announced. I know, man, I know. Moment of realization that it takes longer to make a plastic keycap set than it does to carry and birth a child. If you're making one keycap set, it doesn't. If you're making tens of thousands of keycap sets across hundreds of different colorways, yeah, it can do. I'm in London, a bit of a ways out. Hey man, I used to travel from where I am now to London for work, like on a daily basis. I travel down in the morning and home on a night time. 2 hours door to door is what it takes me. Well, 2.5 hours, but yeah, I used to do it all the time. Easy to get to, but unfortunately quite far, and I'm also working. Yeah, no worries. People don't have to attend. Like it's a thing. We just want to share what we do, and if you can't attend or don't want to, that's fine. It's not a problem. Easy28 says, nice meeting you the other day at the workshop. What a place you have. Amazing. We'll try and make it down for the open day too. Nice man. It was good to meet you. Thank you very much for popping by. Thank you. I have never done anything keyboard related in real life. Well, now's your chance. Oh, you caved on one of these desk mats? These desk mats are awesome. A huge fan of them. We've still got some in stock, but very few. Like, they're almost all gone. And we bought a lot of them. So, yeah. 1901 Iron Brew. Yeah. It's the one thing people can bribe me with. Can we get a close look at the artisans on the top right? Yeah, this is just some of my Kipuras. I've got maybe another 150 or so Kipuras. But here you go. These are the ones here. So JO1 Kapura, JO2 Kapura, Phantom of the Opera Kapura, I think, or Phantom, GMK Phantom, and then you've got the GMK Midnight Rainbow Kapura, the GMK Copper Kapura, Waves Kapura, Hyperfuse Kapura, Bleached Kapura, Mizu Kapura. Can't remember. That's the Geek Hack Kapura. Red Samurai, that was a commission one, that was a commission one, and that was a commission one as well. So those last three are all commission ones. So there you go. Oh yeah, I don't know why that's doing the group buy thing because they're both closed now. But hey, I'll stop that later on. Akin says, "How is it only 2.5 hours?" So from my house, I used to drive from here to Leeds or to Wakefield, depending on what time it was. I'd jump on the train from Wakefield or Leeds, usually Leeds, let's say Leeds, from Leeds down to King's Cross. It would be 15 minutes drive from me for here to Leeds to park up and to get on the train. 2 hours on the train, and then literally off the train straight into the underground station. And maybe I shouldn't say exactly where I went, but it was like 15 minutes on the underground station to Old Broad Street or wherever I was working at the time. So literally 2.5 hours door to door if I timed it just right. Right. KR Official CTV says, random question.
Incredible.
Are the ink black silence Ludum filmed worth on a polycarb build? Just looking to see what people say. Never worked with them. I've never used the silent versions of ink blacks, but I like the normal versions for what it's worth. It's great you're going to let other people have a little play around with your boards. I wouldn't be able to deal with other people's hands all over my stuff. Oh, wait, they can't type on them. You can just look at them. It's like a museum. I'm kidding. No, of course they can. It's not a problem. 2 hours door to door isn't terrible, but got to deal with city traffic and also the fact I don't have a car. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I used to just drive from here to Leeds and then train it down to London, but that's fine. Seems like the Bakewell flapjack is a no-go. $900 17-hour flat. Yeah, like, that sounds like it's easy. That's like a small commute. And you can stay at my house space if you do come. 3.5 hour drive. Hey, I do that most weekends. Winky Wonky Donkey. That's a great username. What's up, man? I'm good. Using the monochrome version of that mouse mat. I love it. It's a great key mat. It's a great mat. It's one of my favorites. Whenever I see a Keypora, I think about tagging you, but I think it's a good chance you have it already. I have a lot of them. I have too many of them. So I suppose I didn't get one of the JO1 LEs. No, the winners have all been announced and they've all let me know that they're happy to continue. So there won't be any re-raffling or anything like that, but the winners have already got their notifications. What the hell, it's Monday, unless I just worked on a Sunday. No, it is Monday. I just couldn't stream yesterday, so we're streaming today instead. What work were you doing in London? I don't work there anymore, but I used to work for a bank years ago. I finished there just over a year ago now. I retired officially from having a day job about a year ago, and I spent the last year technically without income. So there we go. But I used to work for a bank, and we had loads of offices in London, Chiswell Street, Old Broad Street, dozens of places. So I used to be all over London. Like, I was there commonly. Pink Blue Opera 1 in the collection of 150 doesn't sound much to me, but thinking of that is 1.5 full boards puts it in perspective. Yeah, like, Like, I could easily fill that 20 times over with Keyporas. Easily fill it over 20 times that Keyporas. 45 to 50 minutes range in it. That's alright. That's not bad. No worries. You can always come to the next open day if you fancy it. Winky wonky donkey. Or someone might want to car share with you or something. Jay Shuff, hey man, good news. Your package is literally by the door, ready to be picked up tomorrow. So I hope you're excited and ready for that. I even included a case for it because I didn't have any decent packaging for that board. So I've even given you like a really soft padded carry case for it as well. I do have a decent track record of finding bits here and there for you, so I guess it's a never guarantee you're done. Yeah, I'm still searching for the remainder of the Menlos with letters on, the ransom letter Menlos. Still looking for those. Yeah, Thrax, I know we've got an issue with the camera. I don't know what the issue is. We're going to try and fix it later. Oh, you work for a bank in London too? Well, I used to work for a bank up in... Well, this will give it away, but in Halifax. But I used to actually, and I was technically based up here up here in Manchester, but I was based up north in Manchester. But I used to have to spend a lot of time in London for meetings and other things as well. So most of the people who worked for me were based in London. So yeah, I had to be there. Somehow 2.5 hours in the car, but over 3 hours on the train. Depends on which way it goes. Living in Sweden and I can't come. Sad. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. No, Lloyd's Banking Group. So Lloyd's Bank was Lloyd's, Halifax and Bank of Scotland. RBS is Royal Bank of Scotland, which also owns NatWest, I think, or they used to. But yeah. Halifax must be Santander. Yeah, right. When do we start the build? In a few minutes, man. In a few minutes. Okay, let's get on to the unboxings. Surprised to see you streaming. Figured you might be driving. No, the truck's here. It's in the workshop, though. It's literally through those doors. So for those that don't know, I bought a new truck the other day. And it's amazing. Let me see if I can grab a picture of it real quick. Let me see if I can grab a picture of my new truck real quick. In fact, I sent it to you, Jay Shook, so I can just go to our conversation and grab it from there. Okay. I'm just going to pop a link to the picture in chat so you guys can take a look. That is my new truck. And it's phenomenal and it's amazing. And I'm very much in love with it. Yeah, car talk happens. Hey, it's one of those things. It's a V8, so it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. That's a good pang. Yeah, like, it's amazing. Like, it's car number 13, I think. But it's cool. It's cool. Anyway, right, okay, build. But first of all, before we start the build, we do have some unboxings to do. So, I have two boards I want to show you today. That truck looks amazing. Thanks, guys. I actually have 3 pickup trucks now, which I don't need. I have a Datsun 521 from 1969, a Datsun 620 pickup from 1974, and now I have that, which is a GMC K1500 1969 four-wheel drive V8, 355 V8, so it's 5.8 litres, I think it works out at, just over 350 brake horsepower. It's immense. It's immense. Anyway. 69, yeah. 1969. Yeah, some of the cars up here at the open day are kind of the new truck will be here, and some of the other ones as well. We'll see. The Matrix board currently in group buy looks so good. Shame it's a TKL. Yeah, it starts on the 10th. Oh wait, is it 7th, 10th? I can't remember. Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's not started yet. It starts very, very soon. Why is... Yeah, 10th. It starts on the 10th. Yeah. It starts on the 10th. I thought it was the 10th. So it's not quite live just yet. 10th to the 17th, yeah. No, 10th to the 17th. Geraldina is here, actually. Oh, no, Geraldina's not. Geraldina's at home at the moment, but she might be here at the workshop. Yeah, it's only a week long. Yeah. Yeah, it's only a week long. Right, okay, so 2 boards to show you today that came in the post this week. The first one is from Wind Studio, and this is my WindX. There's this really cool IKEA style build guide for it, which We're not building this today, but that's pretty cool, right? Like, it has all of the images. It shows you what to do step by step. It's pretty cool. I'd like to see more of this in keyboards. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to show you that. That's the PCB, but I will show you the board. Oh, we also have, I believe this is a plate. Let's have a look. Yeah, so that's a, oh, that's POM, but it's slightly roughened. Interesting. That's thinner POM than I use. That's 1.2mm POM. Interesting. Interesting. I think whoever named Geraldina was really cool. Maybe. We have gaskets, and then we have the board itself. Let me show you this. Nice estimate, thank you, man. We've got them in stock if you want to buy one. Shameless shill. Prototypist.net. Crawl Crabber desk mats in stock. Were you tempted by the WindX 65? Not really, no. I have too many 65, so that wasn't one that I was tempted with. The Matrix is expensive, 525, almost as expensive as the Cloudline. Why do I like expensive stuff? It's just the way it is. Just the way it is, man. Just the way it is. Okay. Lots of wrap on this one. Ooh, you might be able to tell from there what colour I went for. That's a huge amount of bubble wrap. So here it is. Here's the WindX 65. This is E-white and orange. Just make sure we're not going to lose any parts. It's pretty cool. Pretty happy with it. It's not quite as nice as the Lodestone orange, but it's a nice colour. It's a nice colour. And then E-white on the top. So we'll do a build stream with that at some point in the future. I don't know when. It's going to go in the build queue. What's my end game keyboard? Dude, I have close to 400 keyboards. I couldn't tell you which one. There is nicer oranges in anodization. In fact, let me show you one of the nicer oranges. This is a nicer orange. This is Lodestone orange. This is the actual Lodestone prototype. This is the maglev floating board. This is the prototype for it. This is anodized orange, and this is perfection. Is this orange? It's a very dusty board. Get the dust off. So there we go, and you can see this is magnetically levitating. There you go. Anyway, that's a better orange, but the other one's still nice. The other one's not a bad colour, but that's a little bit nice. Endgame doesn't exist. It's true, it doesn't. It doesn't exist. Show loads on. You knew what I was going for. How do I find maglev mount? It's interesting. It's very different to whatever you're used to typing on. Very, very interesting. Make you crave iron brew. You mean like this? I always have a can of iron brew on hand. Yeah, we've got a ton more pre-orders we want to put live. It just takes time to do them. We'll get around to it though. We'll get around to it. Oh, you ordered an Oxboard? Nice, nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let magnets be the theme of tonight. Well, funny you should say that, because the second board I want to unbox and share with you guys today is from the wonderful people over at MechBots, who Tom is one. And this is the DC01. So if you saw my Insta stories today, you might have seen this. So there's cables and PCBs, which I'm not going to show you because they're in there. What I will show you is the actual board itself. So again, there's going to be a build stream for this very soon. But the DCO one's kind of cool because it's not like your normal keyboard. Now this is technically a full size, or almost a full size, because we have a numpad, little chunky numpad. We have, this will be the first bit that looks a little bit weird to you guys. We have a TKL nav cluster. And then we have one half of the keyboard. And then we have the other half of the keyboard in here. I'll show you all of these parts. And I'll show you, I'll kind of walk you through how this works at a very brief level. So to give you some background, I was actually involved in this project years ago, before I was a vendor, before I sold keyboard stuff, before anything really. Just as I started streaming, I started to get involved in this. So this is the keyboard. As you can see, this is just so this is clear of anodization, so it's very much just raw alu anodized. So it's giving it that silver color. But as you can see, the board sits together, and you can have it like as a split, or you can have it together as a 60% integrated plate. Then you have a numpad, which will actually sit and clip on like that. So this will be magnetized, and you have these little pogo pins that actually clip it onto the side of the keyboard, just like so. And you'll see there's two little recessed holes there, and then the pins, two protruding holes there. They clip together nicely. Magnets will hold it in place. You can have that there. Now you can also pull this apart and have this connected via cable, and you can also move this to one side and just have this plugged into your PCB, into your PC through USB. The other cool thing is that you can also take it from this side and you can pop it on that side, because that side also has the pogo pins. So you can have the numpad on the left, or you can have the numpad on the right. It really doesn't matter. You can have whichever way around you want. So let's say you wanted a south pole one, you can have it on the left. And then what are you going to do with this? Well, you can have it separate through its own cable, connect it nice and use it, or you can connect it and have a full size. Or if you're really not feeling that, well, why don't you put it on this side, like so. Or if you're really not feeling that, you can switch these around, and you can go like that and then like that. Or if you don't like that, well, maybe you want the TKR cluster on there, and you want that over here. And you can do that. Or maybe you don't even want that at all. Maybe you just want those two off to one side, and you want your board here to be split. So that's the DCO one, guys, and that's why it's cool, and that's why I've wanted one ever since the project started. As you can see, there's got these pogo pins and male-female connectors on the sides. The base is just the base, just standard. And then, of course, USB cables on the back. So there you go. A plethora of options, yeah. Where's the ISO ends module? Well, it does support ISO. I can't tell if I love it or hate it. How much does a numpad normally add up to? We're infinite, because you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 0, so you can make infinite numbers you can add together. So you can add 1 and 1 together if you really wanted to, or you can add 100 and 100 together, or any numbers. It doesn't matter. You can add up any numbers you like. You're probably more limited by the software that does the addition than the actual numpad. A fourth module just for one giant ISO enter would be hilarious. That'd be fun, right? I have no need for a load like that, for a keyboard like that, but Lord, do I like it. Right, I built one of these in 2018, and I paid for one in 2018, and I've only just got it yesterday, or well, Friday I think it came, or Thursday maybe, and I only unboxed it today. But yeah, I need to build it, and there's probably going to be a fair bit of build work to do. Now I actually did get 2 of these, because there did multiple rounds of them, and the first round didn't work, it was broken, which I have here in a box. And Tom, I know you don't have one of these Bomb-Tons if you're still in the chat, but you can have my other one of these. Like, once it's all built up and working, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to build it for you and send it to you. So there we go. So that is a DCO one, and there will be a build stream at some point soon. But it is cool, right? It is cool. Like, it's just fun. With 2 numpads and no nav cluster, yeah, I'm pretty sure you could do it. Like, if MacBoards sell them in individual parts, you can absolutely do that. Could you have a battleship module at top? We did talk about that back in 2018. I don't know if the guys wanted to not design something or they just wanted to leave space for the TRS and USB cables, but there's no space at the back to add another module in. So maybe something for a future round. You can even have your board split with the numpad or TKL pad in the middle. Yeah, I mean, you could absolutely work like that if you wanted to. Like, there's no reason why you can't with this board. Like, it just works. Getting my Satisfaction 75 imported to the UK right now. Terrified. 3 different tracking companies give me 3 different locations. Mine's behind me, so... Well, I have 2, actually. I've got 1 behind me and 1 in the cupboard. 3D print a little mount in the middle. Yeah, that'd be quite cool. I'm sure Tom could help you design that when this does go to group buy. Right, I need to find somewhere to put these parts without risking damaging them, because I put all of the wrapping away. You want to see the Satisfaction 75? I do have one here. As you might have just heard, I knocked something over. Whoops. Oh well. So this is my latest. I don't know what that message response is. Oh man, see if you can fix it, man. See if you can fix it. This is my newest Satisfaction 75, which I haven't built yet. But this is in the Friends and Family Only Seafoam Green. And then I have the original Satisfaction 75, the first ever prototype in E-White, and that's in a cupboard just over there, built with Holly Pandas. So there we go. I have no idea how much input was. Yeah, I've got the original prototype of the Satisfaction 75, the very first one made. As I say, that's in the cupboard. Something on my desk. Levels on the box. It's fine. Everyone knows the prototype is addressed. Like, it's public. Isn't there a mount for the Satisfaction 75 called the Big? I have. Oh, the burger mount. Yeah, I don't think it's called that name that you gave it there, but there is a burger mount option for it. Yeah. Okay. So that is everything I wanted to show you today. Apart from the board we're actually going to build today. And let's start off with this. Switches, if we have enough of them, we're going to be going with lubed and filmed lavenders. I'm hoping there's 60 in there. It looks like there should be. We'll find out. We're going to be going with a GMK Midnight Rainbow for the keycap set. We're going to be using TX stabilizers, more in stock soon. And then here we have the Pandora 60 by Kubicek. So there's the Pandora logo and Cube's name. Anthony, yeah, ask a question on the Matrix group. I absolutely ask away. And in the box we have a few things. The first thing we have is a carry case, which has Cube's logo on. That's the Kubicek's Pearlboards logo. And the second thing we have is a coffin. I think that's everything. So let's start with the coffin. The first thing you're going to ask is, why on earth is there a coffin in the Pandora 60? And the reason for that is because it comes with a 10U spacebar, resurrecting the 10U spacebar one keyboard at a time. And this is quite literally a 10U spacebar. And yes, we're going to be building with this today. It also comes with a stab wire, because where the hell else are you going to find a 10U stab wire? So it comes with a stabilizer wire. And just to show you that that really is 10U, here's a keyboard with a 7U spacebar. So there you go. U spacebar. That's what we're going to build with today. Which is why we're going to go with GMK Midnight Rainbow, because we were limited to a black spacebar. Oh boy, he thick. If you want me to stock these, I will do. We offered them in a couple of DCS group buys. If you want me to stock them, I will do. And this is where the keyboard magic happens. So let's have a look and see what's in here. Whoops. So the first thing is we had this, which was sealed. It did have a really nice kind of like seal on it, like that, which obviously I broke. And then in here we had a getting started guide, just labeling what to do, and then a Pandora kind of guide with a scratch off gently thing. I haven't scratched that off, but maybe we'll have a look at that later on in the stream. And I think also there's a Pearl Boards Kubicek sticker as well, which will pop on the fridge. So that's the first thing we had. Next up, let's have a look at the plate situation. Long man. I've seen those adverts too. Okay, so let's see what we have here. First up, we have polycarbonate plate, ANSI only. Whoops. So we won't be using that today. ISO patinaed plate, purple. I think this is aluminium. Like, I think it's supposed to be like brushed aluminium with a different fade across it. But this is the plate we're going to be using today because it supports ISO. That's the plate we're going to use. Why shouldn't the spacebar be so long? Long spacebars are fun. And then in here we have a few different bits and pieces. Let's open it up and take a look. We have a plastic diffuser that sits in the bottom. This is for the side LED lights that you'll see later on. I have some foam. We have some more foam. I'm probably not going to use the foam between the plate and the PCB, but I will put the case foam in. We have our PCB, which is hot swap. And then we have a Kubicek branded cloth, Pearl Boards logo on it in gold. It also comes with a black USB cable. And then in here I think we have some little bits and pieces. Let's take a look. So we have some gaskets. I think there's everything in that bag. Yep. This board is neat. It's pretty cool. You've made the ISO Alice layout. It's beautiful. Thanks, Arcane. It will work here. Anthony says, will 10th Matrix group buy on limit the number of purchase? I would like 2 if that's okay. Yeah, I think it's limited to 2 per person. Yeah, so you'd be able to buy 2, Anthony. Yeah, 2 per person. We have a bag full of screws. And then in here, 10 you forget it. 6.5 U space bars? You mean 6.25? We don't really do 6.5 in this hobby, although they do exist. And then in here we have, oh, I wasn't expecting this. We have a solid brass milled keycap that has like a mandala on it. I didn't know that was in here. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that was in here. Still got the mill lines on the sides, but I kind of like that. That's fun. Nice. I didn't know that was a thing, but let's leave that out because we'll pop that on the board when it's done. Okay. So now we've done that, we'll pop all of this. We'll leave those out, we'll leave those out, we'll leave those out. We'll leave that. Do you know what? I've changed my mind. Let's use both foams today. We don't need that plate, so pop all that back in there. Done. Okay, now it's time to show you guys the board, because the board does have some cool features to it. So this is the Pandora 60 by Cube. As you can see, it's got this kind of brushed weight on the inside saying Pandora 60, and quite a lot of electronic gubbins, which we'll look at in a minute. It has black on black on black for all three pieces, and then on the base it is polished stainless steel, so you can see my reflection here, which is pretty cool. Black on black on black. We might do a bit of polish on this middle layer black just to get it looking a bit nicer. K is for Kubicek. I do own GMK Mizu, yes. So that's the board, right? There we go. You can see it's also got this this gold logo up here that says Pandora. If the camera focuses, there you go. So there we go. Not inspired by Keycaps anyway. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I'm not going to comment on that. Let's take the board apart and have a look inside, because there's some pretty cool, interesting features in this that I want to show you. And the first thing is, note there is a knob on the back. You realize the backspace position is still available.
Tasty, tasty.
Oh, thank you so much, Jae Builds, for the tasty sub there, and I hope you're enjoying your JO1 as well, man. I have got a lot of artisans. Some of the artisans will be out of the open day, some won't. Yeah, we're not going to build it OG HHKB layout. We're going to kind of do like a bit of a weird old UK ISO version of HHKB. So, taking a look at the top of the middle, these are not screwed together, they're just held in place by locator pins. Makes it nice and simple. Steady away. I think we might polish this piece up, this mid piece up at some point, but we're not going to do that today. We'll just build it as it comes. One thing that I'm not quite sure what's there for is this hole in the top corner. There is a hole right up here in the top corner. I'm not quite sure what it's there for, but I'm hoping we'll figure it out as we go along. Okay, and now the reason why I want to take that off is to show you the inside. So you can see here that we actually have a USB pass-through feature on this as well. So we have the standard USB-C cable connector. We have a knob on the rear, which does have a design laser etched onto it, which we can use for volume or other things. And then we also have USB on the rear as well. So if we wanted to, we can plug our mouse into here, or we can plug something else USB device into here as well. And we have full USB pass-through. It could be an indicator LED, I'm not sure. Yeah, in fact it might, because it's not covered up by the mid-piece. Look, it's a way of locating which way down the mid-piece goes. So we'll soon see. We'll soon see. We do have the foam, which we will put in the board actually. I wasn't going to, but we will put it in. And then of course we've got the piece of foam that sits in here as well. And we also have this piece as well, which should, in theory, sit just in here, just like so. And that acts, oops, that acts as a diffuser for the LED slots, which are here on the sides. So we'll make sure that that's in place when we put the board back together, and we'll build it with the LED diffuser in place. Although it's not quite fitting. Let's see if we can get this to fit. This isn't quite fitting. I wonder why that doesn't want to fit. I don't want to force this and break it, but it just doesn't quite want to fit over this side. So it appears like this hole here is supposed to sit on this bracket, and this bracket doesn't quite fit in the hole. It fits fine on the other side. Maybe I've got it upside down. Maybe they are sized appropriately. Yeah, still doesn't want to fit. It wouldn't go this way around anyway because it would give you the wrong access. So it has to go that way around. Interesting. Perhaps I will have to cut my own. Get the file off Mr. Kubicek. See, this side just fits fine. It just slots in place, I think. Oh no, this side doesn't fit either. Interesting. It's like these two holes, this hole and this hole, are not quite cut out the same size as they need to be. Interesting. Okay, something to take a look at and get in touch with Mr. Cube about. They're only just off, they're like a fraction off, like a millimeter out, but I don't want to force it and break something. So rather than do that, we just won't use that today. You have to make them bigger? Ah, okay, I didn't know that. Hold this for the light that passed through, if I remember. Yeah, we'll have a look. I think the board was designed with a load of other boards in mind. So there will be some elements that do look like others. Okay, so that's the base of the case. And we'll plug all of these cables in and test that all out shortly. We'll just put this back together very briefly. And now it's time to put the plate and the PCB assembly together. I don't think I'm in Cube's Discord. Cube and I are quite good friends, but I don't think I'm in his Discord. I have to have a look. Okay, so Pandora PCB. You can see that is the LED indicator in the top corner. LEDs for side glow here and here. And then hot swap for the rest. So maybe it's time to get our stabilizers in. It is from the same designer as the Pearl. Yeah, I actually have a Pearl in a cupboard somewhere. Okay. So first things first, stabilizers. So we're going to go with a 10U spacebar because why not, right? Schedule, I'm not sure what you mean, a numpad on its own. Like the prices are going to be different depending on which numpad you buy. Like you can probably buy them as cheap as 30 quid, but you can probably buy them as expensive as 500 quid if you really want to. So we're going to use a 10U spacebar. So that's the first stabilizer we need. The rest of the stabilizers we're going to use TX stabilizers for. We're just going to replace the wire effectively for that one. So here you go, you can see we have our stabilizers. These do come pre-assembled. And we need one for the enter. Wait, the PCB doesn't support ISO. We're not building this ISO today, folks. I thought we were. I thought Cube had sent me a PCB that supports ISO, but this only supports ANSI. So we're building this ANSI. So yes, we need one for ANSI enter. We need one for left shift. And we have to have full backspace. So even though this is a HKB layout, we have to have full backspace on this. And I think that's it. That's all we need, right? We'll also need this one, and we'll replace the wire in this stabilizer in a second. Sad ISO noises. Cursed enter. HHKB with full backspace cursed. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting build, right? Interesting build. Okay, so I'm just going to disassemble these stabilizers and we're just going to pop some lube on them. And we're going to change over the wire as well. This is the first time I've used TX stabilizers in a personal build, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not actually sure what these parts are for. I assume that you can put these in to hold the wire in place, right? Interesting is an interesting way for saying curse for sure. Hey man, there's nothing wrong. You use the layout that you want to use. Don't let anyone tell you your layout's wrong. I've never used TX stabilizers, so I'm just going to test this out and test if my theory works, that this fits in there. Whoops. Well, I think it would do if I didn't drop them. Let's try that again. They wedge into the clip-in part to stop them popping out. Oh, I see. Yes. Interesting. They're a pain to fit already, I can tell. Okay, I've given up. We'll sort those out later on. Let's get the stabilizers built first. We'll work out a bit out afterwards. Okay. What's unique about TX stabs? Different materials and just a different take on stabs as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the standard thing of lubing up the rails, the wires, and then we'll put the stabilizer together, and then we'll do the rest of the lubing. Just going to put a nice even amount on the wire here. You don't want to put too much on. You don't want to try and gum these up. I quite often see stabilizer wires that are just overly lubed, and that's never the case that you should be doing. You should just put a nice amount on. It's always easier to add more lube later on than it is to take it away. Then we're going to put wire back in. And then we're going to clip it into the front. There we go. Same on the other side. Okay. Would I recommend them over Durox? I mean, what I can tell you is that I've had Durox stabs in for quite a while. Jay Chef, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1 gift subs, dude. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much, man. That means the world to me. Dude, thank you. Thank you. Congratulations to everyone that got on a gift sub there. Thank you so much. Okay, so what I can tell you is that they sold out incredibly quickly, the TX stabilizers. Like, we had hundreds and hundreds of sets in stock, and they sold out in minutes. I think less than 20 minutes from me putting them in stock, and they were all gone. This is my first time building with them, so I haven't been able to try them out until today. But I'll let you know how I feel. Just painting a very, very fine amount of lube on the sides. The full specs for these are on the website, and we will be restocking them again soon as well. We're going to be restocking them in black and in white. There we go. That's a 10U one done. We're just going to pop this straight into the board. 10U will only fit in one place. These are clip-in, so that should, in theory, just pop in place. Limit to 2 per customer again. Of the TX stabilizers, yeah, probably limit to 2 per customer again, yeah. There we go, that's one side in. Just take a little bit of force, so we're just going to put a flat piece on the rear, just to pop them in. Perhaps we should use some tweezers to just nip the 2 bars together. That's probably a safer way of doing it, actually. Just going to pop some pressure on as we nip the 2 parts together. There we go. And we're just going to push down firmly using a flat end from above. And there we go. That's the stabilizer in. Feels okay? Right. Let's get the rest done. Getting them in soon. I don't have a date, but yeah, they're on order. They shouldn't take too long to come. We'll have black ones next time as well. I'm hoping we might be able to reduce the price a little bit next time, but we'll see. It really depends on the amount of cost to ship them over, because they're made in Korea. Well, they're shipped from Korea anyway. So it really depends on the cost to ship them over. I think we're only going to have the 1.6 in stock next time, but the time after that we'll have both thicknesses in stock. Like the next order's already in, I'm afraid. And whenever we've stocked the 1.2 thickness stabilizers in the past, no one's ever bought them. So I was very wary about offering them for something again. But we can definitely offer them if people want them. I think we're going to have some Wookiee stabilizers in stock very soon that's going to have 1.2 thickness in, like next week sort of speed. Maybe even this week actually. Probably get them in later on this week. They're here. We just need to count them out. Okay, I'm going to pop this one in on backspace. And again, we're just going to do the same thing again. We're just going to pop that into place like so. And then once it's half into the PCB, we're just going to press it down with something firm and flat. Again, just going to do the same here. Oh, that one's gone all the way in straight away. There we go. That's nice and even in. Okay, ANSI enter. I think nowadays our lab work studios made 1.2mm PCBs. I think 1.2 will be more popular. Potentially, it seems to be getting that way. You didn't even consider stabs? Well, most stabilizers come with like adjusters these days as well, like spacers that take them up to the standard thickness. But or you can 3D print some or buy some. So there's multiple options that you can follow these days. There we go. Let's set stabilizer in as well. Just going to put a very, very fine amount of lube on the side of the rails again. And then a small blob just into the rear as well, just to make sure that over time the lube will coat evenly on the wire. And it should prevent any ticking or tapping for a lot longer. I think one thing that people forget with stabs is that you're going to have to tune them again in the future. No stab, no matter how good you do it, is going to last forever. Doesn't matter who built it. All stabs are going to need retuning or retweaking at some point in the future. There we go. Last one now. And this is going to be for the left shift. Hey, just JTV. Hey, man. Good to see you. Tanish. Hey, dude. Good to see you as well, man. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Okay. My free RGB diffuser doesn't fit. Drumming it like so. I'll just get the file off him and make myself a new one. I have tons of acrylic here. Tremble it like so. Static Age, hey man, good to see you, dude. Glad you all can make it on a Monday. I don't think you always need to desolder to tweak stabilizers, but I do prefer a soldered PCB even if I do have to desolder to tune the stabilizers. Like quite often you can just reapply lube to the slider rails, or you can reach into the rear where the wire is, and you can just add more lube into there, either with a brush like I'm about to do now, just into the rear, or with something like a not a needle, but you know, like a, maybe you know what I mean, like one of those injector things they use that's not a needle but like a needle. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'm not sure what the word is for. Like a blunt needle tube thing. Syringe. Yeah, syringe. Nice one, Peak. Okay, there we go. Stabilizers all in. Next job is to put the foam in place, the plate in place, and then to get some switches in place. Maybe we will go and use the other plate actually. Now we can't build an ISO. Let's use the other plate. There we go. And let's get some switches and pop them on the board. These are the white TX stabilizers, yes. So what I'm going to do first is just going to pop this plate's really rough cut. Like there's just loads of like detritus around the edges of the cuts. It's been milled, not. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do now is then we're going to just try and put one in place and just make sure it fits nicely. Just make sure that the foam isn't too far apart from where it should be. And then we're going to put another switch in place on the same row. Just going to check to make sure we didn't bend any pins putting those in. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to do the same. We're going to miss a row and we're going to put two towards the middle. And again, just going to make sure that we're sat nicely between the foam and fully inserted into the PCB. Just like so. Nice. And then again, we're going to put two here and here. And then from there, we can start to put in the rest of the switches. There we go. Just check that they're all in. Okay, so we've bent a pin there. Just going to remove this one because we bent the pin on insertion. Try again with a secondary switch. Good. Right, okay. Now what we can do is we can just pop the rest of the switches in, going around the board. We'll leave anything with a stabilizer until last, just because they can sometimes be a little bit more difficult on boards like this. And then we'll check to see, make sure we've got no bent pins. And then we'll put the board together. I think we bent a pin there. Nope, didn't. I bought a syringe and a hollow small gauge needle and a 15 to use that tune to myself. Works like jam. Yeah, I used to do the same thing like 4 or 5 years ago when I started streaming. That's how I used to do all of my stabilizers. But over time, I just found that it wasn't consistent enough for the actual first stage. So it's fine to top up, but not how I would actually do stabilizers now. But I used to do it all the time. Like that was my method for lubing stabs a long time ago. These are the white TX stabs, yeah. Okay, that housing wasn't quite closed back properly. Okay, just going to check through, make sure we've not bent any pins on this row. So all I'm doing is I'm just looking through to make sure the switch pin legs both came through the PCB. These are lavender switches. They're lubed with Crytux 205 grade 0. Oh, the build command is wrong there. The build is actually this one. That's actually the build we're doing today. Not sure why it's showing the wrong one. Stream Elements is currently lying. It is. It is. I don't know why, because it has the code in there. It knows exactly what we're doing. Thank you, Trojam. I'll just reach out to Coob and I'll get sorted with it. Like, I'm pretty sure we spoke that he was going to sort me out with an ISO kit at the time, so I'll just reach out to Coob. We'll be fine. We'll sort something out. Again, we're just going to check and make sure we have no bent pins. Just make sure a pin came through in each of the slots. Have one bent pin. Have one bent pin on this switch. Again, we'll move that to one side and we'll replace it. Nice. Okay, next row. I'm trying to think what other boards I've got coming in soon. I have the revised JO2 prototype. That shouldn't be too far away. Oh, I think my Dalco 959 should be here soon. I'm pretty sure they're shipping now. So that should be here relatively soon. What else do we have coming in? Is the GSKT shipping yet? I don't know if they're shipping yet. But we have one of those coming as well. I think we have some other prototypes coming that I can't talk about just yet. Again, I'm just going to check again for bent pins on this row, just make sure we have none. Now we've put a whole row of switches in. It's all looking good. There we go. Moon TKL, yeah, I actually have two Moon TKLs coming. Yeah. Okay, that one has a misplaced film. Yeah, I actually have two Moon TKLs coming in, so that shouldn't be too far away. I'm trying to think, there must be some other things coming. I think it'll happen just before I go away, Anarchy. Like, we'll open it before I go away and we'll close it when I get back, I think. That's the current rough timeline, but as always, because we just do so much here at PT that I just struggle to keep up with everything that I say I'm going to do, so I apologise if that's not how it all pans out, but that's the plan. I didn't pick up a Vega. Onyx is on the way, yeah, they're on the way. Sagittarius is on the way. Hidari is on the way. Tomo's not too far away. Kryn is in production somewhere. Okay. We've already made a mistake as well, because we don't need these switches on the ends because we've got HHKB. So we need to take those out. think that fits. Yeah. We didn't proxy the hero. No, the hero was only on Monarchy, I believe. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember. Okay, there we go. That is the plate and PCB all assembled. We're not going to put an LED in it today because I'm not a fan of them. It's lubed lavender switches, all in place. Okay, next job now is to put in the gaskets. So the plate assembly, it does sit between these two pieces. Now I'm going to install the gaskets onto the case. Some people prefer to install them onto the PCB and plate assembly. I prefer to install them into the case. That way, if I ever change the case, we're all good. If I ever change the plate assembly, we're all good. So I'm just going to install them into the case. Doesn't matter then if we change the PCB and plate later on. I can't remember if we did proxy for the hero. We may have done. I can't recall. AI will take over the world and leave people jobless. The AI response message. Yeah, I'm not sure what it's doing or why it's saying that. I think Omar's going to have a look at it. I think. I hope. So that's all of the bottom gaskets installed. So we'll pop the plate on top of those. There we go. And now we're going to install the gaskets on the top case. Basically the same principle. And then we can put the top and bottom case together. Somehow I've managed to bend my very expensive
Tasty, tasty.
tweezers. I'm not quite sure how. It's very frustrating. Not quite sure how I've managed to bend those, but let's There we go. That's better. Awasons, thank you so much for the 4 months of subs, man. I appreciate that. Is it Kubicek week or something? Zeus last night, Pandora tonight. I didn't stream last night, so I think he's going to send me a Zeus at some point though. We did briefly talk about it the other day, but I don't have one right now. Oh, Alex Otos. Yeah, okay. Did it happen when you're just pushing the steps? I don't think so. They did feel a bit weird when I was holding on to the stabilizers. But they do get abused a lot, the tools in the workshop. So it wouldn't surprise me. There we go. So now we've got the top case done. We can pop that on top of the middle case. That's all looking good. And the next thing we need to do is try and get the PCB connections in place. So let's pop the middle case in. Let's take that foam out for a second. There we go. Pop that foam in. We're going to take the PCB and plate assembly, and we're going to just plug the two JST headers in. I swear this used to be easier for me. The older I get, the harder I find stuff like this. Come on. Here we go. That just does not want to go in. There we go. Maybe that way. Come on. Okay. Dr. Spiffy says, "Yo, Jay, God bless you for setting up a key setup in the UK. We were so effed post-Brexit, still kind of are." I mean, PT's been around since 2019. We've done a lot of things. There's quite a few UK vendors. There's more UK vendors than there is EU vendors these days, which when you think about it, that's kind of nuts. Okay, we have one JST connector in. Time to get the second one in. Come on. Just does not want to clip him. There we go. Okay. Cable's all connected. PCB and plate assembly all aligned to where it needs to be. Top case to go in. Right, now we just need to screw it all together. So we're just going to put one screw in here, and we're just going to tighten it 3/4 of the way. We're not going to tighten it all the way. We're going to tighten it up, and then we're just going to back off 2 turns. We do the same in this top corner here. Tighten it all the way up. Back off 2 turns. And then we're just going to make sure everything is aligned nicely. Okay, I'm going to screw in one of the screws fully. Gonna check that whole alignment's still there. Pin the case in position when we think it's aligned. Let's screw the second one in. Okay, now we've done that, we can just plug the rest of the screws in. Everything's going to hold now. There we go. There we go, the board's all now put together. 60% Pandora with lavenders. And now it's time for some keycaps. Let's just tidy up a little bit, make sure we've got space to work. Okay, and now it's time for some keycaps. Let's zoom in a little bit. Today we're using a GMK Midnight Rainbow, which is the keycap set that I designed, for whatever that's worth. So yeah, so let's put the keycaps on and see how it looks. Oh, let's put a 10U spacebar in. Oh wait, we put 2 switches in that we didn't need. Let's pull those out. How could I? Why would I have put those in? What a silly boy. Of course we didn't need those switches. Right, 10U spacebar in. There we go. Can't miss space on this. Spacebar is slightly warped, but that's okay. It's 10U after all. Oh, that's catching on the side of the case. So that alignment we did, that was wrong. Let's fix that really quickly. Just going to back off all the screws one turn. First stream in 2 weeks and you won't even let us rig the keycaps. That's because this is the only set that I had to hand that would work with that colour spacebar. Okay. Interesting. That's getting stuck. That's not. But the let's leave it loose for now. I'll put the rest of the keycaps on, and then we'll see what we can do around that one sticking. At 10U, you're lucky it's not a boomerang. 10U spacebar is cool, right? It is cool. I'm not quite sure why that's sticking. I wonder if it's a lube issue. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. Backspace isn't. Just that end key is. We'll take a look in a little bit. Okay. Let's put the Rainbow Midnight key pour on as well, because that's the key pour that was designed to go with this set. 7U spacebar for comparison. Not quite decided what to put on here yet, so I'm going to keep a few keycaps out for choice of that. I have 8 keys on my bottom row. I have 3. I like the way this set, the underside of the keycaps are rainbow too from the double shot. Yeah, it's fun, right? It looks fun. Reminds me of Skills every time I look at it. No arguments today about mod pipe on ANSI either, because it's all the same colour. This guy remember where everything goes. I have to have an image in front of me. You get used to it after a while. I've put on hundreds of keycap sets, so you kind of get used to it. I am wondering what we did with caps lock. Can't seem to find it. I've already put it back in the... Oh, there it is. There it is. It turned up in the end. Okay. Maybe we'll use that. We'll see in a second. FN. I want the... No, I want the purple FN. Okay, what's there now? That should be you. Yep. That's D. There's the purple FN. And where's the last key I need? There it is. Okay. So that's all of the keys on the keyboard, apart from these two. Now what I'd like to do is use arrow keys here. But we don't have any arrow keys that specifically work with the colours at this side. I don't have a red arrow key, so we're going to have the 2 green arrow keys, I think. I think that works just fine. There we go. That is the Pandora 60 with a 10U spacebar and GMK Midnight Rainbow. What do you think, guys? Right? It looks pretty cool. I'm a big fan of that. Should we plug it in and see if we get any lights? No lights. Let's see if it's working. Let's get up switch here. Or via. It should be in via, right? Let's see if it's in via. Do. You should better see via on your screens now. Let's see if it finds this. It doesn't look like it's in via. Okay, let's do switch here instead. Okay, can you guys see switch here? No, you can't. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me see if I can fix it. There we go. You can now see switch hitter in the bottom corner. Make that a touch bigger for you. There we go. Right, switch hitter back up. Let's see what's working. Nothing. Let's see if we hit the reset button. I think it's on here. Perhaps we have a Duff PCB. I should have tested this beforehand, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Let's take it apart and let's have another look. Let's have a look, see if we can work out what the issue is. Now, we should be at least getting something out of it. Trojan. Maybe one of the GSTs come out. We'll take a look. We'll see. We'll see if we can get it working outside of the case, and then we'll put it back in. It's certainly possible. We'll figure it out. We will absolutely figure out what the issue is. It could just be a DOA PCB because we didn't test this before we built it. Being me, I very rarely do test these things, so it could be just that fact. We have a DOA PCB. Let's take a look. Well, the JST cables are definitely plugged in. Let's make sure they're plugged into the actual daughter boards as well. They are. Everything looks correct there. Let's try it again. Out of interest, let's just test, make sure the cable's working. Okay, so the cable works. The cable works, but the board does not. Intriguing. So, see, it could be through pass-through where it's not working. I really don't know where the issue could be. There's no toggle switches or anything else on the PCB, so I don't know what the issue is here, other than the fact that it doesn't work. I really don't know what the issue is. Like, oh, I do know what the issue is, I think. Oh no. Oh. I thought one of the cables in the JST had come out. Still nothing. We did get a little flash in the green LED just here then though. So I'm wondering if it is something to do with this cable. Let's try that again. This LED here did flash very briefly green. Yeah. Can you plug directly from the daughter board into the... I mean, I think you can, yeah. Right. I've never actually tried it, but I think you can. Let's see if we can do that. And just skip the pass-through out and see if that fixes it. I'm not sure if the cable's long enough for this, but we'll try. These JST cables might not be quite long enough here. Okay. So it could be the daughter board that's just not working, because that doesn't work either. So if that's not working, it could just be the daughter board in the case that's not working. I mean, this one only controls the knob on the rear anyway, so we should be fine with or without that one. But this one here, doesn't matter which way we plugged it in, didn't work. So it could be the daughter board that isn't working. Like there's a short in the daughter board somewhere, or it's just a dead one. Or it could be in the PCB itself still. I think this is just a universal standardized daughter board, so let's take it out and have a look. Does pass-through work? It's a good idea. Oh, I wonder if it's the cable. Maybe it has to be the specific cable it came with. Let's try with the specific cable it came with. If there's some requirement that I'm not aware of, perhaps that's part of the reason. Wait, in fact, we don't need to put that one in, but this should just tell us, because that should be working instantly if it is. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it's cable. I think it must be the daughter board or the actual PCB that's got the issue. So let's take the daughter board out and see if we can fix this. Okay. Now, do I have another daughter board on hand? Sometimes I have them lying around. If not, I can take a very, very quick break and go grab one. Give me 30 seconds, guys, and I'll be back with a new daughter board, and we'll give it a try. More daughter boards, and just in case we need it, a spare longer JST cable. Okay, let's just pop one of these out here. Give this a try. So it looks like it's the PCB that's dead. Yeah, we've always had the first one in line. But it looks like the PCB is dead. Okay. Let's just out of interest, let's just try it with this JST cable directly into the PCB. This one. Okay. Yeah, even directly connected, we have a dead PCB. So, I'll reach out to Coop. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes you get a dead PCB. I'll mention it to him, and I'm sure he'll send me a replacement. That's such a shame. I was really looking forward to using this for a couple of days. Rip. Sometimes things don't work out as planned. Today is one of those days. But that's okay, because we'll just build it later on. I know. Like the last two streams where I haven't checked the PCB beforehand, both of them have been DOA, and like the 99 out of 100 PCBs that I've built in the past year, never had an issue. Coop will be great about it though. He always is. He's a doll. He's a babe. He will sort it out. That's just really, really a shame. I'm pretty sure the daughter boards are fine. I'm pretty sure the pass-through's fine. I'm highly confident the PCB is just the issue here. But we will test the pass-through. Let's just test the pass-through actually. So let's plug in the USB cable. Let's pop the assembly to the side. Then let's grab another cable, pop it into the actual USB pass-through, and then let's see if this charges my mouse. Nope. That's not working either. We know it's not the JST cable because we changed the JST cable. Unless the JST cable has to run that way. Unless the JST cable has to run from there to there. Let's try that, because if it is just the JST cable and it's just the fact that we didn't run it through there, I can't understand why it wouldn't work if we didn't run it through the pass-through board though. Like, it shouldn't have to go through the pass-through board. That's just not like something that computes in my head. Let's see if this works. Doesn't look like it, but that works instantly. Right. The only other thing I can think of is that it has to be through this daughter board, and that the daughter boards are different. Let's just try this one last time. Right, let's try plugging this in now, and this should work. Okay, so it has to be through that daughter board, and it looks like it's that JST cable that doesn't work. Right, okay, maybe we can get a functioning board here, guys. Maybe it is just that small JST cable that's the issue. I think we might have cracked it now, guys. I think. That was the only other combination of an issue that it could have been without it being the actual PCB itself. Right, let's try putting that version in. And then it just looks like that one JST cable had the issue. So we're on the original daughter board with the replacement JST cable works. At least it worked for the pass-through. So at this point, the only way we could get pass-through to do it work was by changing out that JST cable for this one. The Heine daughter board doesn't work. So that means that the daughter board itself is custom, which is cool. Interesting that they went for the same footprint, because my biggest irritation with these is the footprint of these is so unusable and unworkable. Anyway. Okay, so theoretically now, if we plug this in, and then we plug my mouse in, my mouse should light up here. And it does. Okay, so that means we have power to the pass-through. Which means now, if I pop this in to position, this should now have power and this should now work. Try and make sure I'm not pressing any keys whilst we plug it in. Come on. Okay, let's get switch hitter back up. No. So is it both of those JST cables that don't work? That's the only other thing it could be at this stage, right? That both of those JST cables don't work? Like, that's the only other thing that it could be right now. Still nada. The only other thing I could do is literally go and check, see if I have another JST cable like this that works. Or actually, maybe what we could do is just test this directly. No. Okay, so it looks like the PCB is dead as well. But at least we've got the pass-through working. Like, at least the pass-through works. So we know that it's not just the JST cables now. Oh man. So we had 2 issues we didn't even know we had. Just gonna check this one last time. Just for my own sanity, just gonna check this one last time. Yeah, okay. So that JST cable works with that setup. But then the PCB itself doesn't work. Yeah, so at least one JST cable doesn't work, and at least the PC, and we know the PCB doesn't work. So that's a real shame. That's a real shame. Surely one more replacement cable to be sure. I don't have another cable to hand that I could replace it with to test it out. That's really frustrating. That's really frustrating. Okay, well that kind of scuffs the rest of the build for today, but well, it is what it is. I'll just reach out to Coob. I know he'll replace it. Like, it'll be fine. We'll get a working version at some point soon. Let's just tuck that JST cable in. Let's just build the board back together. I'm a little bit disappointed, I'll be honest. Just like anyone would be if they got a new keyboard in the mail and it didn't work. But at least we had a little bit of fun. At least the board looks great, right? That's a little bit frustrating. Right, of all the things that could have gone wrong on this build, that's not what I was expecting to be the issue. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. At least we tried some troubleshooting. We tried every option we could do with the cables that we had. I'll just reach out to Cube and he'll fix it. I know he will. How unlucky though. 1 JST cable and 1 PCB. Okay. Well, there we go, guys. At least it looks good, right? That's the one thing that we can say here. At least it looks nice. Kuba checks Pandora 60 with GMK Midnight Rainbow. Let's zoom the camera out a little bit just so I can hold it up better. Right, it does look really nice. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out looks wise. Gotta love that 10U spacebar, right? It's covered in fingerprints now. Hopefully we'll get it working at some point soon. Big spacebar. Just a little bit frustrated, but hey, it is what it is. I'll reach out to Cube this week. I'll get a replacement sent out, and then when I do fix it, I'll share it with you guys so you can see. We'll do like a really quick catch-up build where I just literally put the new PCB in, and it'll take like 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Right, okay. So for those of you who have stayed around, I did promise that we would give away a hoodie today. So one of the PT hoodies, I'm a little bit disappointed with the bill. I'm going to put that to one side because I don't want to think about it now because I'm a little bit disappointed with it. I'm really happy with how it looks, but I'm a little bit frustrated at the same time. This side, yeah, I don't have to desolder it. That's true. It's true. But I did promise you guys that we would give away a PT hoodie. Now, for those of you who didn't see this at the start, this is the prototypist hoodies. These are going to be in stock from tomorrow, so you're going to be able to buy them. We're just selling them at the cost it cost us to have them made. They were quite expensive, but you'll see why in a second. So it has the prototypist logo there. That's properly stitched in. That's not like a transfer or anything. It is actually stitched in. It's embroidered in. There you go. And these are fully fleece lined all the way through. This is a medium one, but we do have other sizes available. We have small, medium, large, extra large, so you guys can have whichever size you want. Super, super thick, super warm, even in the hood, all lined. Drawstrings as well. Let's give these away. These will be in stock tomorrow as well, so you'll be able to buy them. As I say, we're just going to sell them at cost. They weren't cheap. We're just going to sell them at cost. But let's load up marbles because, well, I feel like sometimes it's fun to play marbles with you guys. So if you wanna join, we've got 3 races ticked. We're gonna do Marble Centuri, Angry Cannons Bombardment, and then the Brilliant Secret event. Those are gonna be the races that we do today. You're basically gonna have like 3 races to watch, and you ever get dead pieces? I know, right? I know. Yeah, the hoodies are really good for winter. So you're going to have 3 races, and it's going to be like a table of results, a bit like a Grand Prix results over a season. So imagine this is a season. It's not going to be the person who wins the first or the second or the third race, but it's going to be whoever has the most consistent results across the 3 races, right? So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to click on race, and all you guys need to do to enter is to hit !play. !play to join. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You just need to go, I think it's that. I think it's play. There you go. Yeah, you can see people are starting to join now. And we'll give it a minute before we start the race. All you need to do is just do !play, and you could win that hoodie in your choice of size. So get your names in if you want to be in. I need to remember how to control this as well. My coffee's really cold, but I'm really thirsty. So if you're going to join in to win the hoodie, you need to put !play in right now. I'm only going to give you another 20 seconds or so to join in. So if you haven't joined in now, pick the largest size for maximum profit. Doesn't really work like that, but sure. Get more material for your money. Yeah. Okay, all you need to do is put play in, guys, if you want to be in to win the hoodie. There's 65 people watching, but there's only like 20 people in the race. So I'm just going to hit start and we'll go like now. It'll give you a countdown timer. So if you haven't joined by the time this starts, tough. Wait, what's the... There we go. 12 seconds, guys. If you want to be in it to win it for the hoodie, you need to press enter now. Okay, I think we've done this one once before. So it looks like CD Funny Monkey came out first. Going around the planets on this one. CD Funny Monkey's taking the lead. Catumbus is there as well. Got an obstacle coming up though, so we'll see who gets to do this first. Oh, Jelly Master had the lead for a split second. Pew Pew Laser's there though. Pew Pew Laser straight through. Someone flying off Jelly Master. Oh, Jelly Master with the jump. Pew Pew Laser now, taking the lead here. Got a bit of a spiral event going on here. Let's see who comes out of the spiral first place. Jay's trying to win it for himself. If I win it, I won't win. Come on, marbles. Around they come. Pew Pew Laser still in the lead. Psychic Blob and Snicket not far behind. Jelly Master with the big jump somehow caught up. Another little obstacle here, little gate to go through. Let's see who gets through this nice and easily. Oh. Pew Pew Laser. No. I can't keep up. Maybe I won't get to the end in time. I need this to be another obstacle to slow down so I can get there before people do. There's a big jump here, look. People are going to miss out on this. Oh, really? Oh, there we go. Nice. Pew Pew Laser still in the lead after that big jump. Somehow I'm there. Andromeda, Josh coming up at the rear. Josh! Take top 20 at this rate. I don't think there's that many people in. There's only 26 in here. I haven't died yet. I don't think anyone's died quite yet. Oh my god, I didn't realize how long this race was. This is huge. Everyone's on the same stretch though. There's not that much of a lead for Pew Pew Laser. Like, this could all change. Don't worry, Adam, you can join for the second race, and even if you win the second race and the third race, you might still win. There's 3 races total. It's not the winner of any individual race, it's the winner of all the races combined as a kind of table. Pew Pew Laser passed the first obstacle there. Is he going to get past the Oh, he hits the second. That slowed him right down. Neon Ninja is going to take the lead. Neon Ninja's going to take the lead. Oh, Psychic Blobbins is off. Pew Pew Laser and Neon Ninja just there at the lead. This is all going to change here though, guys. Because Vintage Kish off the map. We might not even get 20 finishes here. Pew Pew Laser has lost the lead. Neon Ninja is now in the lead. More obstacles to come though. Katumbus is there. Katumbus might take the lead here. Oh, really close. Pew Pew Laser came back. Pew Pew Laser. Oh! And he's off the track right at the last second. Pew Pew Laser had the win in the palm of his hands for so long. Almost won at the end. And still managed to lose by not hitting the platform at the end. So Neon Ninja, Katumbus, Orion Spark, Snicket. I somehow managed 5th. There we go. That is our top 5. Here comes Joshy Josh. Oh, he still got stuck. He got stuck right at the last second. Okay, so that was race 1. We're now going to move on to race 2. Next map. So this is going to be like whoever wins all 3, like the average of all 3, not who wins of individual races. So it's still all to play for. Still all to play for. Exclamation mark play to get in for the second round, guys. Exclamation mark play to get yourself in. You have to be in it to win it. Just exclamation mark play. Let's do round 2. You can still win even if you've only joined in round 2. If you missed round 1, you can still win. We'll give it another 20 seconds. If you guys want to be in it, you've got to be in it to win it. If you're in the first round, guys, you've got to be in the second one. Like, there's no point in doing the first one, not doing the rest. So you guys need to join. I'm going to click start. That'll give you 20 seconds left to go. We've already got 4 more people in this one than we did last time. So 17 seconds, guys. Get in there. Get in there. Exclamation mark play. Streamella wants to play as well. I don't think he can. Oh. I've never done this map before. Oh, Chuck Death skipping half the map there. Quite a few people skipping half the map. Let's see what happens when they hit the corkscrew. Neon Ninja into the corkscrew. Neon Ninja through the corkscrew incredibly quickly. JQ27 comes out and then disappears promptly. JQ27 is dead. He's out. Adam takes the lead. People are stuck here. Anarchy right round the outside. Anarchy's stuck now. Adam takes the lead. He got free somehow. Pew Pew Laser's in the lead. Where's Pew Pew Laser? I don't know where Pew Pew Laser is. Jelly Master. Oh, okay. It's whoever's furthest along. So some parts it's going to take the wrong person. I think Adam's in the lead in reality. Round the outside. Like, that was a cool move from... Oh, in the elevator, look. In the elevator. The lift. Apparently Pew Pew Laser's in first place. I don't understand how it thinks that Pew Pew Laser's in first place. But it does. Pew Pew Laser's in last. Let's see if we can work out who is in real first place. I think it's Adam. Oh, Adam's off the map. So it's Joshio. So our last place from the last round looks like he's in first place this round. J-Shuff there as well. Psychic Blob. Katumbus is in there. J-Shuff, I don't know where you've gone, man, but are you dead? Like, I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, it's like a feeding up steps. Like, it's like steps that feed up. So J-Shuff is in the lead. And there he is. There he is. Going all the way round. Looks like J-Shuff's going to win this one. Mad skills indeed. The guy to beat is J-Shuff. This is a huge lead. Look at this. Huge lead. Oh! Oh! Has he got stuck? Oh no, he's got stuck on the marbles at the end. Ah, J-Shuff. Who's going to knock these through? This could be anyone's game. Oh, coming up the other side. I'm there as well. Psychic Blob comes out with the win right at the last second. J-Shuff's not even in the top 10. Oh, J-Shuff, you had it all the way to the end there. Wow. Anyone left? Thrax, Snicket, a few people are on the way. Bad skills. J-Rig second. I have a hoodie. I don't need another one. Snicket and Oxy. I think we're going to be waiting for Thrax here for the longest time. Let's go and catch up with Thrax and see how he's doing. So he's slowly making it up here. Let's get ready to watch him come up at the top. We should give him a round of applause here. There we go. Even if I am Zizora, I'm not going to win. If I win first place, it'll be whoever gets second. Here comes Thrax bringing up the rear. There he is. There he is. Psychic Blob, well done. So Psychic Blob, I came second. Then Jelly Master, Cordos, Orion Spark, CMT 30, Wasted Ketchup, Golden Ratio, the Vintage Kiss, and Aramizing. There we go. That is the first and second events done. It's now time to do the Brilliant Secret event. So again, guys, when this comes up, you need to hit ! play. And remember, you're racing here for the most important hoodie you'll ever own in your lives, the Prototypist hoodie. You got to get yourself in here to win it. We'll have a look at the table after this. Okay, it's a bit late for a soft drink, but I'm going to have one. Okay, I'm just going to hit start, so you're going to have like 20 seconds to get your names in. Guys, if you want to be in it, this is the last race. Who knows who's going to win the hoodie? Here we go. Here we go. Who's going to come out first? Katumbus. Static Age round the outside. Static Age goes right round the outside. Oh, but he's gone to the left. Everyone's going to the left. Well, The right, sorry. Static Cage is definitely in the lead, though. He's way in the lead at the minute. Wasted Ketchup and Oxy doing well. I like the little notes it plays. Chuck Death bringing up the rear up there. Static Cage still just in the lead. Wasted Ketchup's there. Psychic Blob's gone. He's dead. J Shuff just flies in from nowhere. Static Cage is still in the lead though somehow. He's gone to the tunnel. Katumbus died. He died of death. How have you managed to fall off the map? I think 97% of people fall off the map on this one. Like, it kicks out loads of people. Somehow I'm up there again. Static Cage is making progress though. He's going for it, look. He's stuck in this bowl. RDXXN is there as well. Chuck Death somehow took the lead there. And then we have the finish line is upside down like on this one. So you kind of have to fall out of the bottom and hit the hammer right at the right time. I don't actually know who's going to win this. Like, Han Solo's on his own over here. Maybe he's going to win. Josh gone. J-Shuff gone. Like, so many people have died on this one. We might not have no finishes on this. Static Cage was the winner. The hammer's hitting none of us. That has to hit you, does the hammer, and knock you up. RDXXN, Neon Ninja. Wasted Ketchup, Chuck Death. I've been in there for like 5 minutes and still haven't got up there. Neon Ninja again. This is going to get messy when there's like 20 people in there. Hey, one race win might be enough because there's more points for this one than the others. I'm still in there. How have I not died yet or been put in to the top 10? There we go. 10th place. I'll take 10th. 2 DNFs in the second to last finish. Hey man, that could be better points than someone else, right? Like, there we go. Static Cage is the winner. Let's have a look and see the final results. Let's finish the Grand Prix and see who gets in the top 3. So whoever gets the highest ranking, they're going to win. So 3rd place we have the Psychic Blob, well done, congratulations, no prize for 3rd. 2nd we have Static Cage, well done, congratulations, no prize for 2nd. And in 1st place we have Neon Ninja, who takes the trophy of winning 3 races with 17 points, way in the lead, 6 points ahead of anyone else. I was bringing up the rear with 4th points with 10 points. Static Cage only did 1 race and still came in 2nd. That's how well he did. That's how well he did. Jellymaster, Horizon Spark, RDXXN, Wasted Ketchup, Katumbus, and CMT30 round out the top 10. Let's see who got the honourable mention of last. PLZT, really sorry man, but you came 34th. Anarchy, right 32nd. I'm sorry dude, and Oxy as well. J-Shuff, after that huge lead, still only finishes 29th. Let's see who the last person to get points was. An Angry Swan was the last person to get points. Most people did get some points. There we go. There we go. That's not bad. Neon Ninja, thank you so much for the win. Please drop me a message on Discord. I know you know who I am on there, so message me on Discord. Let me know what size you need, small, medium, large, or extra large, and I will arrange for a hoodie to be shipped out to you next week. So there we go. That is the results of of marbles for today. And Neon Ninja, congratulations on your win of the Prototypist hoodie. I expect you to share pictures on Instagram and Discord when you get the hoodie of you wearing it. Like, I expect to see pictures of you wearing it, dude. That's what we need to see. So there we go, guys. After 2.5 hours, it is time for us to end the stream. I am really, really, really sad that this doesn't work, but it looks so good with the key set I designed on there. Like, I'm a huge fan of the design. I think it looks great, but sadly it doesn't work. I'll reach out to Cube and get that sorted. I will be doing another stream during the week. I'm thinking maybe Thursday night I'll do another stream because I've got quite a few builds to catch up on. So if you are interested in seeing more builds with me, then I will be back on Thursday night doing another stream. But until then, guys, it's time for me to head out. I hope you had a great time today. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. And if you're coming on Saturday, say hi because I can't wait to see you all. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.